website.
Think about this. In 1846, the United States had only pumped about 2,000 barrels of petroleum. Many years later, they're pumping 2,000 barrels of oil every minute.
Your personal belongings. We also ask that you...
There's been documented evidence that whaling has existed for at least 3,000 years. The United States has ceased its oil production. Its active pursuit of whales. It is controversial around the world, where even nations like Japan are facing controversy for continuing a practice that they've practiced for thousands of years. Environmentalists say that the whaling industry is not sustainable, that the overconsumption and overhunting and overfishing of whales and dolphins cannot be sustained, and it may perhaps collapse upon itself. The origins of New England whaling began in the 17th century and peaked at about 1852. The beautiful thing about whaling in New England is that it was a very diverse occupation with African Americans, natives, and early settlers working together to capture whales. In 1880, the whaling industry contributed as much as $10 million in 1880's currency standard to the economy of the United States. Utilizing harpoons, a hook-shaped spear, they could drag a whale to shore. In 1846, the United States owned upwards of 640 whaling ships used commercially in the importation of whales. According to an 1854 newspaper, New Bedford, Massachusetts was considered the richest city in the world because of its whaling industry and its contributions to the economy. Baleen, which is also known as whale cartilage, was used to hold together corsets for the female wardrobe. At a time way before electricity, you could heat and you could illuminate an entire room with whale oil. Here on the Atlantic Ocean, whales provided much of the fuel for the early colonists. Whaling in New England gave the colonists meat, oil, and blubber to use for energy for themselves and for heating and cooking.
Just printed her birth certificate, so she just used
The boat. So here I am right now on the Atlantic Ocean.